He has arrived indeed, Stephen. It has to be said here. Joining us right now is the very own Unbreakable star from this year's Unbreakable show. That is Charlie Mullin. Welcome, Charlie. And I think you're in a sunny place, I see.
Yeah, I'm sorry, we're just in Dubai at the moment, and
how are you?
A little bit of time difference, so I'm a little bit late. But if you're still okay for it, then I'm okay.
That's fine.
We're live now. It's great to have you.
Great.
Is she okay?
Hi, Stephen. Yeah, hi.
Hi, Charlie. And obviously, as that being said here, welcome to and thank you for coming on today. And obviously, all the way in sunny Dubai there. So, what are you doing Christmas here, Charlie?
We're going to be in Dubai for Christmas and New Year and celebrate it out here. They celebrate it pretty much the same as England these days. You know, just drinking and eating and enjoying life.
You know how to do it in Dubai. I mean, those brunches are lethal, aren't they?
You're right. Yeah.
You were fantastic on Unbreakable. Really enjoyed it. Did you think you learnt anything from being on Unbreakable?
Yeah, certainly. I mean, our relationship, myself and Rachel's or Rara, it's her nickname. It's fairly new. We'd only been together when we'd done the show. I think it was about 7-8 months that we actually been together. And, obviously you don't know that much about each other. And I think a program like that certainly sort of tests you sort of emotionally, mentally and physically. And, we learned a lot about each other for the better, fortunately, because I think there was, she realised how competitive I am. She realised, how involved I get in things like that. And I also see another side of her that was very competitive.
She's a bit like Barbara Windsor, she reminds me. There's something about her that you just love. I could never call her anything but Rara now because it's such a great name. It's so
yeah.
One report said you met Rara on the beach and she thought you were a Rod Stewart tribute act. Another one said you met her in the hairdressers. Which was it?
Okay, well, look, they're both correct, actually, because first time I met Rara was on a beach in Marbella, and, she was with some other people, and, I was there with other people, and I sort of, somehow she thought I was a Rod Stewart tribute. I know the hair looked like it, and I did have crocodile shoes on, if I'm being honest. I know it sounds corny, but I did. And, she shouts out, "Oi, you're a Rod Stewart tribute act," and we sort of got talking. I mean, she was actually with another guy, so it wasn't sort of sort of an attraction kind of thing, and that was in September, and then in November I think it was, I bumped into her at the hairdressers.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Yeah. So and she said to me then, she's a singer and she's off to Dubai where she's performing over there over the Christmas and New Year, and just coincidentally I was going there. I mean, just an amazing thing. I've been going to Dubai probably 20 odd years now at Christmas, and so she mentioned where she was going to be singing.
Also, Charlie, we was discussing about how you met what you said to Rara, but obviously all of us are fans of yours, it has to be said there. And despite you doing so well on Unbreakable there, you're down to a regular guy here. So have you found yourself struggling with your newfound fame since going on Unbreakable here?
Well, it's been lovely because it was a very, very well sort of watched program and a great bit of fun. So we made lots of new friends and maybe quite a few people that really enjoyed myself and Rara because as Stephen knows, we're very down to earth people, and we just come across it as we are. But we really enjoyed it, and I think Denise and Lincoln went on to win it. Denise Welch, she went on to win it, which was wonderful because they're a great couple, and it was great fun, to be honest. I think all of us were capable of winning it, and we was disappointed when we went out, very disappointed. But as most people know,
went out. To see more. You and Rara were great, but I have to say, you were talking on the fame side. I noticed a couple of videos out there where people actually genuinely going out of their way to try and agitate you, which if it happened to a woman would be an outcry. How have you coped with that? When sometimes people have gone out of their way to try and agitate you.
What was that, Stephen? Say that again.
I've noticed a couple of videos out there where people have tried to edge you on or try and get try and get you get your goat up. If it happened to a woman, there'd be an outcry. With you, there seemed to be no empathy for it. How do you cope with that?
Yeah, I mean, look, it's not easy. I mean, you get a lot of stick and that, and but you know, I'm okay with that. You know, it ain't what you want, but you know, it's not nice when they get too personal. But
Yeah.
people want it. You know, at the end of the day, you know, I'm having a great life. I'm enjoying
They're
myself.
all it's just jealousy, really, isn't it? It's just jealousy. The green-eyed monster always pops out.
Yeah, look, it's been there for many years. You know, because you know, fortunately, I've been successful in my business career. Uh, um, but you know that's life. But you know, there's a lot of people. You know, majority of people, you know, like you and are very complimentary. And I think that's the ones I take notice of.
Now, that being said, here 2023, we're going to skip into that nearly, and it's not far away now. 2023 here, Charlie, as well. Apart from planning your own wedding to Ra Ra in 2023, is there anything else you have in your diary for the new year?
Yeah, well, to be honest, you know, there's some talk of another TV program that we both may be involved in, and that sounds quite exciting. I'm not, you know, one of them. Not going to tell you about. It's called Naked Millionaire, and if that happens, it's going to be good.
Is it like Naked Attraction?
Evidently, there's you know, several entrepreneurs, stroke millionaires, are going to be putting an apartment on your own kind of thing, and you're going to be naked, and somehow you've got to get some money and earn something to be able to get some clothes, then go out and earn a certain amount of money. So I think you're only naked until perhaps you know, jump inside a cupboard or something. I don't know what I'm going to put on to get out of the flat.
There's so many people. I mean, you're a plumber. There's so many people struggling with their utility bills. Any tips for anyone to cut back in your bills? Anything you can suggest for anyone?
Yeah, I mean, it's a dreadful time at the moment, and you know, I know how much a lot of people are struggling, and very, very difficult. I mean, the main tip is, you know, don't have the heating on when you're not there, kind of thing, and only heat up the rooms that you need to be in, and you know, maybe it's a very difficult one. I mean, you know, there's no way around it because you've got to use the heat. For me, you know, it sounds a sad way of saying it, but I think you just got to wrap yourself up warm and, you know, stay in the house and just put the heating on at minimal times when you desperately need it. But it's not the answer. I mean, you know, it's a terrible thing where we are today, and you know, hopefully governments step in and start helping people out because. You know, I think it's the worst I've ever known it. You know, for
It really is. Right. Well, you could buy a onesie. I mean, that's if you're not going to be naked in the apartment. Buy a onesie.
And look, we're going to be discussing about Christmas films now, and everyone loves their favourite Christmas film there. You've got like It's a Wonderful Life, you've got White Christmas, of course, Home Alone, and somewhat things that make think like, oh yeah, this is a Christmas film, this isn't a Christmas film. But this is a big question, Charlie. What is your favourite Christmas film?
Wow. To be honest, I'm not a great telly guy, so I don't know what to say on the Christmas film. Give me a clue of some good ones, some classical ones, see if I can recall them.
A Wonderful Life?
No, I don't know that one.
White Christmas.
You don't know Wonderful Life. It's a classic.
I like the old-fashioned ones.
Well, let's move on and ask you about Rara's album. When's it coming out?
That's going to come out sort of, well, not the album she's going to release at the moment. She's going to release a single sometime sort of around about March, she believes, and then a version of a album is going to come out. I think it's called an EP or something now. You know, there's a smaller version of the album. Yeah. Going to get a main out soon, and that's really looking good. And I feel there's you know, certainly gonna you know, do very well with her singing career. It really is lifting off at the moment. You know, she's got a great manager, ex-Girls Aloud manager, Hilary Shaw, and you know, she's fantastic. So it's really going well for that side of it.
I'll have her on the show next year when the album comes out. Well, listen, one last thing here. You know, you do masses for charity, Charlie, and we want to teach kids about charity. How would you go about teaching kids about charity?
Sorry, Stephen, a bad line. Something charity. I'll give a lot.
You do lots of charity. How do you teach kids about charity and to do charitable work?
Oh yeah, you know, I've got involved with Shooting Star Hospice, which is a cancer charity for young children, and I'm actually going to go along and visit the hospital fairly soon, myself and Rara. But we've been very fortunate. We've been able to contribute a reasonable amount of money that's very, very useful for them, and I think it just puts things in proportion that very fortunate to be able to put something back into society. And I can't think of a better charity. I have 4 children myself, and I love children. I went to school with them, and I used to be one. Sorry, I know it's an old one. But,
I like children that couldn't eat a whole one.
Wow. So,
well, listen, thank you.
Sorry, guys, but I'm saying it's a wonderful charity, and it's helping the parents that unfortunately lose their children, and it's I'm just very fortunate that we are involved with it, and grateful that we can contribute something to it.
Right.
Exactly. Charlie, I have to say, have a good Christmas out in Dubai, and thank you for joining Stephen and I on today as well.
Thank you.
Lovely.
Charlie. Say hi to Lara. Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Thank you.